The week he graduated from Oxford, he came to me. Make a long story short, he left, he went in and did what I told him. He made $400 million at 20. If free cash flow meets debt service, that's it. That's all you need to know. If you started a business on eBay or whatever business and you've gone from 0 to 5,000 revenue, that's geometric growth because you've gone from 0 to 5,000. If you've gone from 0 to 50,000 or 100,000, that's geometric growth. That's no different than Bezos, Elon, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. But then what happens? You start worrying about the money you made. And you stop playing to win and you start playing not to lose. And there's no comparison between playing not to lose and playing to win. You start coveting your assets like an old hen sitting on her eggs. Those of you that have started a business understand geometric growth. The only thing I did is I never stopped for 10 years. 120 hours a week. Sleeping at bus stations, sleeping at airports. So now, how do you make money? You need to love something. So it's not work. You got to be able to put in long hours and not consider it work. And you've got to make a lot of sacrifices. You can't be going to your Sweet 16, whatever. You can't be going to, there's not time for that. If Elon Musk and all these guys and myself, we all slept in our office the first 10 years of our businesses. Slept in the office. You know, success leaves clues, kids. And they're all tough as nails. Some of you will say they're ruthless. I would have to tend to agree with some of the guys that are ruthless. Some people have said, I started the same Dell Corporation started. If I had been in the computer business, I would have been the first trillionaire on the planet. But they also say, Dan, you're a weenie. You're too easy. Now, these are the big boys. If I'm too easy, then I'm a weenie, which equates to a snowflake. Where in the does that leave you? If I'm a weenie stroke snowflake, where does that leave you? Find something you love. Find something you're passionate about. And then work your ass off and practice. There's more money out there right now than ever in the history of time. Interest rates, it's like they're giving away money. The interest rates are so low. And on my website, if free cash flow meets debt service, that's it. That's all you need to know. Free cash flow meets debt service. Most of you wouldn't know a deal if it's in the groin. That's why you can't get them financed. That's why they don't work. On my website, there's how do I get the fin money, one link, and deal flow. How do I get deal flow? Why are those two links the least clicked upon on my website? Because if you know how to get the money and you know where to get a deal, then you've got no more excuses. So hardly anybody ever looks at those two links. You would rather read 400 books, just jerk around and pretend and be a wannabe. That's a sad commentary. 30, 40 years ago, people took it seriously. The week he graduated from Oxford, he came to me. Make a long story short, he left, he went in and did what I told him. He made $400 million at 20. When you buy a company and you follow the model, first most important thing is a motivated seller. And then the motivated seller helps you structure the deal around commercial lending, meaning regular banks. But if they have their own debt structure, if they have a strong banking relationship, one of the 3 or 4 banks you interview, and remember, you're interviewing the financial institutions. And this is on my site. The board, we have taken the decision to review all our professional relationships, including banking. Currently, we have a deposit relationship, meaning we deposit money and we may or may not get service. This is all on the site, okay? One of the banks that you will consider to do the deal with is his or her own bank, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel if it's the bank of the acquisition candidate. They already know the business because they've been banking them 3, 5, 7, 10 years. The best credits on the planet are dentists. The second best credits on the planet are veterinaries. And it's hard for a kid to slam, I don't mean physically. Now, I meant physically when I did it. But it's hard for a 20-year-old to talk back or up to a 40 or 50 or 60-year-old. That's just because that's how you were raised. Leadership starts at the beginning. The board governs, you lead. It's really important. The board of directors, the dream team as we call them, govern, corporate governance, etc. But you're the leader. Josh was slapping, not physically, he was pushing these guys around when he's 17, 18, 19. You saw what he looks like.